Hello, hello everyone. How are you today? Welcome to Rudy's Pampered Kitchen, and we are making the Tex Mex Stuffed Peppers tonight. So this will be a little awkward because this stuff takes up space. But I have my deluxe grill here. It is already turned on and it's preheating. So while it's doing that, we are gonna start prepping our peppers to go on the grill. So hang out with me. So you're gonna take your peppers, just double check you clean them all and that the whatchamacallits, the stickers are off them. Just making sure. There we go. Then you are gonna just cut the top off. And then you've got your pepper like that. You're going to take your nifty little scoop and loop tool and just go right in and swish it around. And it takes everything out all in one perfect go. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we got a couple more of those to do. This recipe calls for 4 green peppers. Great thing is you can put this in the fridge and eat it as a leftover later. Scoop and loop. We hope you've been enjoying what we've been doing this week. Please know if you have any questions at all, reach out to me at any time. I'm more than happy to answer questions, help you find something. And as I like to remind people, we also have a spare parts section. So if you own something and you're just looking for a part to it, like you've lost that little My Pony brush off your garlic press, don't buy a whole new garlic press. Just check the replacement parts, find the part you need, and just order the part. And buying replacement parts still helps your host get towards her or his goals. So we're just going to take that out. Quick and simple. And the great thing about this loop and scoop thing is it's plastic. It's not sharp. It's great to do the thing, but it's not sharp in any way, shape, or form. So this is a great tool that the kids can help cooking because they're not going to hurt themselves. It's great for scooping the insides out of like butternut squash or pumpkins at Halloween, and the kids can use this. So I always like to point that out to people. One more pepper to go. We're going to cut those lids off, scoop out the center. Awesome, awesome. And then what we are going to do is we're going to cut each of the peppers in half. So you kind of have like a pepper boat. Cut you in half. And then we're going to cut you in half. And we're going to cut you in half. Alright. So, we're just waiting for that to heat up and come up to pressure. And just so you know, someone had asked earlier today how I was going to do a swap or what's the word I'm looking for? Changing something out anyway, because not all these recipes has something you like in them. Like last night we did that creamy chicken and asparagus. Problem is my 20-year-old absolutely detests asparagus. But the problem is we were going to swap the asparagus for Brussels sprouts, but we sent the 17-year-old to the grocery store to do the shopping, and he detests Brussels sprouts. So magically, according to him, there were no Brussels sprouts in the store. We ended up doing chicken and broccoli. Still turned out fabulous. It was delicious. It worked. But it was that swapping out and swapping out because everybody in the household has different likes and dislikes when it comes to food. So while we're waiting for that to finish heating, you'll beep when it's ready. You'll notice if you, oh, there it is right now. So it's beeping add. So you literally are going to lift the whole thing open and leave the top open. I hope you can see this. Hang on. Move my oven mitt there. And then you're going to lay these cut side down. I'm not sure if they're all going to fit. So we'll do 6 of them anyway. So you're going to leave them like that for 2 or 3 minutes so it can start to cook that side of the pepper. And I'm going to tell you and show you about what we're swapping. If you read the recipe earlier today, it's basically a vegetarian recipe. The stuffing is all just cheese and black beans and a little bit of jalapeno pepper and stuff. But in our house, we're not vegetarians. If anything, we usually tell people we're meatitarians. I know, right? I'm just trying to see if anybody is out there and commenting, and I'm just not seeing it. So if you are, sorry. But anyway, so you're going to do that for 2 or 3 minutes. And I've already cooked up or started to heat up some ground lamb in the microwave in one of my stone bakers. So, so we're just going to kind of set that there. Try not to put my oven mitts in your way. We're going to take our nifty little mix and chop, which is great for breaking up ground meat. Going to take this lid off. So as I said, in there we just have some ground lamb. Not beef, not chicken, not turkey. We're doing ground lamb in this house because we all love lamb. So I just cooked it literally for about 4 minutes in the microwave. Is quite a bit of juice in there, so we're just going to drain it a little. Use my lid. Finish grinding that baby up with our nice mix and chop. Get a nice twisty motion going in there. And then you're going to flip these peppers over. Woo! A little hot. And you're going to cook the underside for about 4 to 5 minutes so they get a nice char on the bottom. If you want to help with that, you can literally dangle this over top and it doesn't sit all the way. I'm going to bring you off the tripod for a minute so you can see that it leaves space, it hovers. So when you're doing thicker things or something like a flatbread or a pizza, it'll cook on the bottom and just warm on the top because you can hover this top plate so that it doesn't close all the way. Just so you know, that's a good feature. So we got our meat going here. Got our peppers cooking. All right. So then we're just going to set this off to the side for a second. And we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the stuff ready. And I'm going to put you back this way a little more so you can see what I'm doing. So there is a jalapeno. This is another debate in our house. My boys like spicy. I do not. If you read the recipe, it actually calls for 2 to 3 of these. I'm barely going to put in 1. I might put in like half of one. Like seriously. So again, you're just going to want to cut the end off. You're going to cut it lengthwise. And then you're going to want to scoop out this inner section. And again, you can use your scoop loop. See how it has a big end and a smaller end? You're just going to take the smaller end and scoop that stuff right out. And try not to harm yourself in the process. So you're just doing that. And then you're going to do that with the second one. Alrighty. Get those seeds out of there, because the seeds are what make it super burning hot, which is we don't want. Just going to double check on my recipe. So right now we are putting 1 can of the black beans, because we downed it from the 2 because we're using the ground lamb. So we're just going to open the can with our Pampered Chef can opener. And again, I showed you that it goes on the top instead of the side. It can be used right or left-handed. Literally one of the best can openers out there. And then we are going to use our strainer colander, which measures and strains all at the same time. Just do this right over the sink. Then you can give them a little rinse. And there, you've got them drained. You're just going to add them right to the ground lamb. We are going to use our food chopper. So you're just going to take one or both halves of this jalapeno, and you're going to finely chop it. Let's get it. Try not to get too much of it on my fingers because I don't want to make it. You're going to finely chop. All right. And these are done. You might have heard it beep. So look at them, nice and grilled and charred. Woohoo! So I'm going to take a good portion of this and I'm going to add it to this. Just pull it off the table a little. There we go. And I'm going to save a little bit of it. So there we go. Got that in there. And then we are going to grate cheese, which I'm going to move some of this stuff to do that so that we're not... There we go. Going to pull out a smaller one. We got our coarse adjustable grater. We got our, I'm using a white cheddar. You'll kind of notice with the recipe in the picture, they use like a orange cheddar. We don't eat orange cheddar because it means it has fake dyes in it, and we only eat the more natural cheese. But again, that's a personal preference. So, but you literally could use any cheese you want. You could use a Monterey Jack. You could use a Colby. You could use mozzarella if you really wanted to. But you're going to grate up about a cup of this. And then I'm going to eat a piece. And you're going to add that to your lamb and your beans. Maybe put in a wee bit more. There we go. We got that going on. We are going to add about 2 tablespoons of the Tex Mex seasoning, which is gluten-free. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of that. And again, remember there's a line inside the cap. 1 capful is a tablespoon. So you don't even need to pull out your measuring spoons if you don't want to. So we got that in there. And then really quickly, we're going to use our flex to whip up some homemade salsa. So we're going to move that back. We're going to move the flex over. This is where I'm going to add the rest of the jalapeno. And I'm going to put some green pepper in there. I've got onion. Some onion. Except for kid didn't take all the parts off the onion. So we got onion in there. We're going to throw in a tomato. So we're just going to put that in there. I might put some green onion. Put that in there. I'm going to squeeze in some lime juice. So I'm dropping things. So when you're using a citrus press, you always people think you put it in this way. You don't. You actually put it in so that the round part is opposite of the other round part. And then you put some lime juice in there. Awesome. Gonna add some olive oil. 1, 2. And then I'm going to grab my flex. Remember, we used this yesterday, our flex, our power. We are going to put this on. I have my battery over here charging. We're going to grab it. We're going to put the second battery on so it's charging for the next time. Our battery is always last to show up to the party. first one to leave. Gonna hit the safety button and away we go. We're gonna add a little more of this tomato. I want mine a little more tomatoey. So we're going to just do that through this part. Hit the safety, hit this button. So you are always going to take your battery off first. Take your power pack off. Then we're going to open this up. You've got nice homemade salsa. If you want it a little redder, add way more tomatoes. Smells good though. We're going to only add about a half a cup of the salsa to our mixture. And I'm going to move the mixture back over here so you can see what we're doing. So about 2 of these scoops is about half a cup. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to add a cup of frozen corn. So we're going to use our Easy Read measuring cup. And we're going to add 1 cup of corn to this as well. And then you're going to mix it all up and put it back in the microwave for like 4 or 5 minutes. So we're going to take this. And you're just literally going to mix it all in. You want the cheese and the lamb and the black beans and the corn, salsa all mixed through. Whoop. As I'm throwing things on the counter. So you're just going to give it a good stir. You could have used the Rock Crock, the everyday pan for this. I just decided to use my stone baker because I like to use my stoneware too. It needs a little love. But so once you think you've got it quite nicely mixed and combined, you're going to throw that back in the microwave. You know, for 3 or 4 minutes till it's warmed all the way through. It's all basically cooked stuff. You're just warming it. And then you're going to scoop it out into your peppers and add some more grated cheese on top, and you're done. So I won't make you stick around while I cook this for like 3 or 4 more minutes in the microwave, but I will definitely post pictures of the final product once it's all ready. All right, everyone, stay safe, take care. Thank you for joining me this week. Thank you for our fabulous hosts for choosing to host with me. And yeah, if you've got questions, anything you're looking for, if you love a good sale, check out the outlet section, just saying. And yeah, we'll talk to y'all soon. Stay tuned for the after photos. All right, bye-bye.